Welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels baseball. We're going to be playing the Brewers today, who right now are tied for first in the division, so this is a little bit of an important game. Not, still early, it's not decisive, but still important to get an early lead in the division. Here we are at Panpaca Park. Staying at home for 3 here against the Brewers, and then we're going to go back on the road to Pittsburgh. Joey been off to a very hot start so far this year, at least by his standards. And Tom, the hero from yesterday, with his 2-run homer to win the game for us. And Paulie, our knuckleballer. Well, his ERA really should read 0. He has started a game, as he clearly has stats. I don't know why it's coming across his dashes instead of zeros, but in his second start of the year. And the Brewers leading off with Ryan Braun. That's surprising. Although, if I remember right, at the end of last season, Braun was coming off the bench, so at least he's still in the lineup, I guess. 0-2 count here. Pops that one up. Tom will put it away for the easy out. Ronnie Cedeno now up to bat. I think this is his first year here after the Cubs, but I'm not 100% sure of that. Swings and misses in a whole 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Aramis Ramirez, another Cubs expat, although he spent some time in Oakland here in this simulation between stints. 2 homers already on the season, but only a 150 average. 0-2 the count. Paulie deals. Too far inside. 1-2. Gets him looking at a rare fastball from Paulie for the second strikeout. And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Brewers starting Blackburn here. Kester looks at strike 1. That one 2 up and out. 2 outside. 2-1 the count. That one's still too far outside. I don't think Kester's the player you want to put on base, but he does walk him here. See if Kester tries to steal with Marvin struggling a bit to open the year. Does look at strike 1. Kester stays put. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Kester decides to run, but probably picked the wrong pitch to run on. Blackburn had thrown a high fastball, which led into a nice easy throw for Van Hecken, who is a player I created. I think I remember him having a strong arm. Marvin swings and misses for the second out. Chief up to bat now. After 9 innings. 1-1 the count. Ground ball to third, and he'll throw over for the last out of the inning. We're through 1 inning. No runs, no hits. Prince Fielder will lead off the inning for the Brewers in the second. Already with 4 home runs. It's a pretty good start. Only, what are we, at the 7th game of the season? 0-2 the count here, though. That knuckle went too far inside. Strike 3, fastball down the middle. I don't know that Prince Fielder swung at a single pitch that at-bat. Bill Hall, who now plays shortstop for the Brewers, he has been a pain in our side, at the plate anyway. Grounds this one, not in a bad spot, but Paulie able to grab the grounder and get the tag out. Van Hecken now at the plate. He cut down Kester on the base paths. Swings and misses. He's an 0-2 count. That knuckle too low. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the Brewers' half of the inning. We'll move into the bottom of the second. Terry will be leading off for the Squirrels. Looks at strike one there. Swing and a miss. He's in an 0-2 hole. That should be in for a hit, and it is. Solid opposite field line drive there for the first hit of the game. Frank at the plate now. Runner on first, nobody out. 1-1 the count. Borderline pitch, but Blackburn able to get the call. And Frank looks at a high curveball for strike three. I don't know if I like two of those calls, but nobody asked me. Tom at the plate now. 1-1 the count for him. He'll hit the ball up the middle. That'll be good for a hit. Terry's going to try for third, and he'll make it easily. Tom stays put at home. Or at first. Zach at the plate now. One down. Runners at the corners. Pops that one. Fielder will not be able to catch up to it. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Zach. Swing and a miss again. Two down. Runner still on the corners. Joey looks at ball one. That one gets away. Terry's going to come in and score the first run of the game on a wild pitch. Tom also moves up to second on that pitch. And the count 3-0 to Joey. Swings 3-0 and puts it into center field. Tom's going to come home and score on that one. There is a throw home, but it's nowhere near in time. Paulie now at the plate. He's not gotten a hit yet so far this year. Foul tips that one. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning, but not before the Squirrels can plate two. We are through 2 innings. Milwaukee 0, Indianapolis 2. Gabe Kapler will come to the plate here. Probably better known as a manager now. Pops that one up to third, and Chief puts it away for the first out. Tony Gwynn Jr. up at the plate. Strike one on that knuckle. Pops that one up, and Tom will put that away for an out in foul ground. And here's the pitcher, Blackburn, at the plate now. That one too far outside. That one went about 50 feet before hitting the dirt. Does not get the call on that one either. We've gone 3-0 on the pitcher. I'm sure this is not what Paulie had in mind here. Gets that call. 3-1. Make that 3-2 on a fastball down the middle. Blackburn puts that in the air. Kester just able to get to it. No runs, no hits that inning. Still 2-0 Squirrels. And Kester will lead it off in the bottom of the third from the top of the order. Kester led off the game with a walk before getting thrown out stealing. Grounds that one to shortstop. And Hall gets it over for the first out. Marvin continues to struggle at the plate. Swings and misses at pitch number 1. And ran it back for pitch number 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nowhere close on any of those. 2 down for Chief. Looks at ball 1. Gets that call. Looked low to me, but these players don't have knees, so it's hard to say. 1-2 the count here. Grounds that one. Not badly placed, but the second baseman able to make that play, which I guess would be Ronnie Cedeno. We've played 3 innings. Milwaukee nothing, Indianapolis 2, and Ryan Braun back up the plate to lead off the 4th. Looks at strike 1. Gets a knuckle that doesn't knuckle, but Braun misses it on the swing. Swings and misses for strike 3. Cedeno at the plate now. Looks at strike 1. Grounds that one to Terry, who will step on the bag for the second out. Aramis Ramirez back at the plate here. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Grounds that one foul. We'll do it again. Gets a lot of that one, but I think Zach will get there. He does. That's the last out of the inning. No hits, no runs. Brewers 0, Squirrels 2 as you move into the bottom of the 4th. Terry leads us off here. Looks at a curve for strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 down. Frank at the plate now, looks at strike 1. That pitch nowhere close, 1-1 the count. And that one in the dirt, Frank ahead, 2-1. Counts run 3-1. Blackburn finally puts a pitch in there, but Frank's able to ground it to short and thrown over for the second out. Tom back at the plate now. That one too far outside. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Too far inside. Strike on a low fastball. He'll ground that one right in front of the plate. Blackburn's actually going to field that one, and he's able to make the throw and end the inning. That one might have been easier for Van Hecken, but Blackburn was going after that one all the way. We've played 4. Milwaukee 0, Indianapolis 2. Prince Fielder will lead off for the Brewers here. That knuckleball in the dirt. Swing and a miss, 1-1 the count. Grounded to Joey, has a long throw, but he does have a strong arm and makes the play easily. Bill Hall at the plate again. That knuckle not close and Hall not biting. Looks at that one for a strike. Swing and a miss, 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's already the 6th strikeout. Although we're into the 5th. For Paulie, that's a pretty average or below average day. Van Hecken swings and misses. He's in an 0-2 hole. Swings and misses, and that'll end the inning. Paulie rolling along here. Move to the bottom of the 5th, and we'll have the bottom of our order up, 7, 8, 9. Zach steps into the box here. He struck out last time up. Starts this at bat with a swing and a miss. Looks at strike two. We got a 1-2 count here. Swing and a miss, strike three. Joey's coming in. He was responsible for driving in the second run. Said he's been off to a very good start, although that was actually his first RBI of the year. Just a little bit surprising with how hot he started the season. He'll put that one into center field for another hit. Paulie will get the at-bat here with the runner on this time. Not showing bunt. Looks at strike one. Grounds that one to third. Aramis to second for the first out. Paulie able to leg it out and keep the inning alive for Kester. 2 down, 1 on. Kester looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. We've played 5. Milwaukee 0, Indianapolis 2. Gabe Kapler comes into the box to lead off for the Brew Crew. That one too far inside. Gets the call on that knuckleball. 2-1 the count. Paulie gets the call on another knuckler. Swing and a miss, strike three. 1 down for Tony Gwynn Jr., who might have already had a more successful career on this simulation than he ever did in real life. I don't have his numbers in front of me, but I don't remember him sticking very long. He's in an 0-2 hole here. He looks at a fastball for strike three. Brewers go to the bench here. Bring in Nitro, a huge power from him, but not a lot of contact. Player I created, it might be his first year in the league, actually. Looks at strike one. Grounds that one up the middle, and that will break up the no-hitter and perfect game. Ryan Braun comes up to the plate with 2 outs now. Looks at strike one. Puts that one in the air, but Marvin should get there easily, and he does. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th, and Marvin will lead us off after he made that last out. Bobby Say coming in to pitch now for the Brewers. Only can see his ERA of this year. I don't know how he's done so far. Marvin switched around to the right side now. Looks at strike one. Pops up. And Cedeno will make the play for out number 1. Chief at the plate now. He pops it up. And looks like Say's actually going to field that himself. Oh, and he drops it. Oh, but Cedeno grabs it before it can hit the ground. Can't get too upset. Say should have caught that to start with. Terry at the plate now. 1-1 the count to him. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And that one not particularly close. 2-2 the count. And now we're at full. Swings and misses to end the inning. We've played 6 innings. Milwaukee 0, Indianapolis 2. And we'll make a pitching change ourselves here now that Paulie doesn't have a perfect game going. And this is Nakai's spot. We'll put him in Terry's spot, and Phil still hasn't gotten a hit, so we'll let him come in the game and see if Kester can play some first for us. All right, Cedeno leading off here for the Brewers here in the top of the 7th. Nakai, our harder throwing lefty. 1-1 the count here after a couple fastballs. Goes to his changeup for strike number 2. That fastball outside. Cedeno won't chase it. Swings at that one, but comes up empty. 1 down. Aramis Ramirez comes to the plate. That fastball too far outside. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And a good fastball at the knees there. That one too low. Trying to get Ramirez to chase, and he won't do it. Chases that curveball though. 2 down. Prince Fielder at the plate now. So he's been hot to start the year, but he hasn't been able to hurt us so far today. And an 0-2 hole here. Grounds it. Change up to second, and Phil makes the play for the last out. Time for the 7th inning stretch. I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, back to action here. Frank will lead it off for us. Looks at strike 1. Fouls that one off. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. That's Say's second strikeout of the game. Tom now at the plate. Looks at ball 1. He'll drive that one. Kepler just gets there for the second out. Zach at the plate now. He's struck out swinging both at bats so far today. Looks at that one for a strike. Little backdoor curve. Doesn't chase that one down low. Swings far too early on that changeup. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. Pretty miserable day at the plate for Zach. We've played 7. Brewers 0, Squirrels 2. We'll turn to Hermida to do his setup job. We'll actually go to Quentin and keep a good outfield going here. Bill Hall leads off the inning for the Brewers. Swings and misses. You can probably hear my daughters outside here. Older daughter's been watching this whole time, but the younger daughter's only 2, so she doesn't really understand what's going on here. Hall puts that one into center field for a hit to lead off the inning. Van Hecken at the plate now. Hermida puts that curveball into the dirt. Swing and a miss. Tom not able to throw out Bill Hall. So he gets a stolen base. Van Hecken swings and misses. 1-2 the count. A wild pitch. Hall moves to third easily. Maybe even tried to score there. That curveball in the dirt again. Full count, nobody out. Goes back to the curve, able to get a pop-up here. Hermida will field it himself. Keeps Hall at third. Gabe Kapler up to the plate now with one down. Runner on third. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Hermida going heavy on the curveballs today. Gets that fastball, but too far outside. 1-2 the count. And gets a swing and a miss on that curveball. Two down. We'll see if he can work around Tony Gwynn Jr. and get out of this inning without a run. Gets a curveball over for a strike. Keeps going back to that curve. Grounds that one to first. Kester fields it and steps on the bag for the last out. We'll move to the bottom of the eighth. Joey will lead it off for the Squirrels. Joey's got his average pumped back up to 400 at this point. Looks at ball one. Say out there for his third inning of work. Joey fouls that one off. 1-1 the count. Oh, that one won't be a hit, unfortunately. Say fields that grounder himself and throws over to first for the first out. Phil still looking for his first hit of the year. Looks at strike one. That one gets foul. 0-2 the count. Grounds that one to short. Still looking for that first hit of the year. That'll bring Kester up to bat. He'll put that into center field for a hit. Marvin, one last chance at a hit on the day. His average down to 0.71 at this point. Looks at strike one, fouls off strike two. Kester goes with the pitch. Marvin able to get the hit. Marvin going with the pitch will be able to make third easily. That'll bring up Chief with runners on the corners. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. It's going to ground that one, but has a high hop. Can Hall get the throw over there? Just in time. Ends the inning. Take another look at that. See just how close it was. And got him by a half a step. They did get that call right. We've played 8. Milwaukee 0. Indianapolis 2. The Brewers opening up with the pitcher spot. They'll turn to a pinch hitter here. Jason Kendall will come in. Apparently he's lost his starting spot to Van Hecken. That was not the case last year, even though Van Hecken was on the team. We'll see. We'll put in Shibuya to get his save. We stick Sweeney into third here in our double switch. So they are both right-handed, so I don't know that they need to change away from Kendall, but we'll see what the computer does. Sometimes it does some funny stuff. Yeah, and even though Kendall's batting 1,000, they do go to the bench. Go to a draft pick, Mercado. Strike one on a changeup. Grounds that one. Phil picks it up and gets it over in time for the first out. Not a badly placed ball, but Phil able to make the play. Ryan Braun comes up to bat here. 2-0 the count. Breaking ball grounded to third. Sweeney picks it up and throws over for the second out. Ronnie Cedeno at the plate now to try to keep this game alive. Fouls off the first pitch. Looks at strike two. That changeup didn't quite get up to the knees. 1-2. Swings and misses at a low ball, and that'll be the game. Final score, Milwaukee Brewers 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 2. that'll put us back in first place by ourselves. Though the Brewers, will have a chance to get that back tomorrow. But we'll worry about that tomorrow. For now, we'll just be happy with what we're able to accomplish right now and take our division lead. So we look at some highlights here, although not much happened until about the 6th inning or so. I forgot we did score a little earlier than I was thinking. All right, Paulie, your player of the game. He took a perfect game into the 6th. I think 2 outs in the 6th even. So thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back here tomorrow against the Brewers again. If you'd like, you can leave a like, you can subscribe, you can leave a comment. And yeah, we will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.